We live.
Hey.
What's up, Army? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm dumb.
Man, y'all know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture, y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know exactly why y'all here. Dynamite. Before y'all bite my head off, Army, please hit that subscribe button, become a real redeemer today. For more content like this, jump on the Patreon. I just wanted to introduce y'all to one of the newest members on the panel. Dom, say hi, man.
Hello.
Jamie couldn't be here today because he's going to be another person, and it's going to be a couple other new people who are going to be on the panel so y'all can see some new faces and get an opportunity to meet them. The old panel is still here. Don't worry. Waiting to see what's up with Kurt. He has another checkup in November, so prayers up for Kurt. But BTS Dynamite. Listen, y'all, don't bite my head off. I feel like when you're trying to introduce somebody to K-pop and you want to introduce them to BTS, Dynamite is such like a perfect segue. If I'm wrong, y'all can tell me. What would y'all show somebody for BTS? Tell me in the comments. I want to know because I got to show Jamie and a couple other people some new stuff. I don't want to give you too much backstory on BTS stuff because you did a little bit of homework by yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a little bit.
When you Google K-pop, were they like the first people that came up was BTS?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It makes sense. They're the best K-pop artists ever. At this point, they kind of had transcended K-pop. They're just regular artists at this point. Like they're in every category you can think of with Drake, Taylor Swift, and everything. I think Drake just kind of beat a record that they had, but whenever BTS drops again, they'll take the record probably right back. In 2020, when I heard of BTS like in 2018 and 2019, but it was kind of here and there. In 2020, I had heard the song and it was super catchy. And I just was like, damn, this shit kind of like fire. I'm just like, who is this? Like, is this a Maroon 5 song? Is this some, like, I'm really just in my head just like, who is this? Like, it sounded a little like the voices are unique though and shit. So, I cut this video on and shit and just kind of like fell in love with the group and fell in love like with their concepts and went down the rabbit hole. And ever since then, I've just been putting people on BTS. So here we go with another person that I'm trying to put onto BTS. No long talk. This is their, I think technically their second all-English song, if people count the Steve Aoki song. But let's jump into this and we can have a conversation when we're done. Y'all know why this channel was made, so we can have fun, talk about BTS, and live it up. I want to know if in fucking 10 seconds are you going to be like, I heard this song.
Oh, I did.
Have you?
Yeah. I thought it was Maroon 5 too.
For real?
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh shit! Sorry, y'all. Y'all didn't see that first part. Shit. Oh man, they can see that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I thought this was Maroon 5.
Wait, you can observe it. We'll talk about it when it's done. Enjoy the song. J-Hope. fuck out Vic. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, cool as shit. We don't deserve you. Yeah. No, I was like, yeah. I heard what you were saying. I was like, we'll let the video cook, and then you can have a conversation about it. Because as soon as you heard the fucking melody, you was just like, heard it. I heard this before.
Yep.
Yeah. So you thought it was a different group, probably.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know it was K-pop actually.
Yep.
Didn't even know.
That's
honestly.
interesting. Okay, so that means you would have never seen the music video. You would have just always heard the song.
I thought it was funk.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's still funk, but it's K-pop, and there've been arguments kind of about that. About is an all-American song a K-pop song? I still think it is because it's from Korean artists.
Oh.
So but I don't debate people like that. At the end of the day, regardless of what it is, it's good ass music to me. But I'll talk a little bit later. I want to hear more. So your thoughts, how you felt about the song, how it made you feel. Just go off.
I really enjoyed this. Like as soon as I heard, like you said, the melody or just the first few beats of the song, like I knew exactly what it was, and I was like, oh, I know like. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this song when I heard it the first time, and I enjoyed it watching it and seeing it here now. And like, this just like, I understand why you were saying what you were saying about BTS before, and like, I like overall I loved like. I just enjoyed their voices, like how their different voices or like and their voices went with the beat, and like you may hear me say this over and over again, but I really enjoyed like the beat of how it sounded, like it made me dance, like I was dancing the whole time, like music that makes you groove like that is like it doesn't matter what it is, just to have that dance and that feeling, it feels so good. Another thing to look at is like they have like a lot, like in this one you see a lot of like some dull shades in the backgrounds, which is interesting because you'll see like
it's more like these ones are right before.
Even like you can right there, like you'll see like like they don't have like bright poppy like colors. But sometimes they'll have it, but they stand out, like the individuals stand out with the colors, or they pop out with.
They did a great job with what I call like the pastel colors. So where I get what you mean, where like some of them may be like a light yellow dull, but then in other parts they'll have it a little bit more vibrant, like here, with like lights in the background and stuff. Yeah, it's a good aesthetic.
Yeah.
It helps, I think, with the funk too, because it feels a little disco at times and stuff, and when you get that funk in the disco, it almost reminds you a bit of like the 70s obviously when disco was at the height of its powers. But go on.
Yeah. I guess that's where you do get that kind of disco vibe with like at some point you'll get those bright colors, those bright yellows and pinks, and then those duals.
The Teletubby vibes.
Yeah, the Teletubby vibes. Literally, like, yeah. But yeah, like overall, I really enjoyed this song. Just the vibe in general, and you would say that, well, it says disco, but you would say this is like a disco K-pop. Like you see how like we were listening to some other K-pops and they were like they had different beats. Like this is just a different, just another one with a different type of beat, pretty much.
Pretty much, or at least in my opinion, and that's why I said K-pop is so unique now. You can have so many genres within K-pop. Like you'll listen to a K-pop group and just be like, damn, they have rock songs. They have country music, they have pop, they have rap, they have hip hop, they have R&B, just ballads. Whatever you can think of is kind of all within that realm house. And that's why I kind of love introducing people to K-pop, because I told them this on another video that like some people have a conception, really a misconception of what K-pop is in their mind already, to where they like, well, I thought it was just 14-year-old girls chasing teddy bears around and just and I'm just like, it's funny because some of that is true, and the aegyo stuff that happens, which means like people being cutesy, the aegyo stuff that happens like within K-pop is decent, and I'm not a person that never wants to go into somewhere and tell people that they need to change whatever they're doing, because it clearly was working for the demographic that they're trying to insert that music onto. With that being said, it's so much fire ass music out. Like, we thought this was someone else damn near, and whoever we thought it was probably was another person that was goated. Not so much Bruno Mars, because I think his voice is a little different and you probably would have caught up on it. But, you heard this and traditionally just thought, oh, okay, it's a pop song, like a funky pop
Right.
Song. Do you even remember where you heard this at kind of first?
To be honest, probably on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, and even looking back at it now, like it kind of does sound like a little Bruno Mars in the like if you just heard it in the background or something, you would be like, is this a Bruno Mars song? Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, like that little pop, like yeah.
Yeah, and before people go haywire, like I said, that's no disrespect to BTS or anything like that. It's really just more so like our ears sometimes when music is in the background, you train to almost just be like, is that somebody I know, or it sounds like somebody I might know, because the sound feels so familiar. It was a familiar sound to me, but as soon as I heard it, I'm just like, damn, I keep hearing this song and shit. Let me pull up the MV to see like I was like, I think the song should be called Dynamite and shit, because it's talking about life is dynamite. And then like I said, pulled the song up, and it just was so unique to me. I felt like I was almost hoodwinked. And I was just like, hold on. I was like, this is who everybody keep talking about with like BTS and shit. Because, I'm a filmmaker, so BTS means like behind the scenes and shit. So I'm just like, oh, okay. And then once I kind of got a little bit more information, like, the song was made to talk about like just life after COVID, for real. Just that, if you was able to survive the pandemic, if, we were gonna be able to get past everything, and just a song like to insert happiness into people's lives and for people to want to dance and do stuff, and it felt like a good vibe and good energy. And I was super depressed that year. Was going through like a lot of shit, was trying to see what's up with more film stuff. At first I thought I wasn't gonna be able to film, which is like my passion, and this song got me through like a lot of like it made me feel good and shit. And I just was like, yo, I want to make other people feel good too, so let me put people onto the shit. And that kind of spun me down a rabbit hole of just all these like BTS songs. And you'll see, I think me and you might watch a video today, just BTS is so amazing because they're able to take songs, and if you just heard them speaking in Korean, you might think the song is like a turn-up song or something. You might be in there like, oh yeah, shit. You'll look at the lyrics, and the lyrics should be saying some whole, like, the lyrics should be talking about, yo, you should love on yourself. Like, forget the haters and stuff like that, or the lyrics would be either so like empowering or talking about something like the lyrics be crazy and shit. Like, let's just say it like that because I don't want to give him too much and shit, but like the lyrics be crazy and you just be like, damn, I thought, the song was talking about this and it was talking about this. And you like, how the fuck y'all coming up with these fire choreographies, dope beats, and giving like a good message behind y'all music too? And the numbers are crazy too, bro. Like, so, I'm just like, is this a big deal? Almost 2 billion views. So, just trying to find out what the Army is, because the fan base is called Army. People, I had to go online and was talking to Army when I first got on, and they like, oh no, go check this out and da 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 da. I was like 15 songs in and shit. I was like, nah. I was like, I gotta record. I was like, I gotta start putting people on, and like was recording, and I started slowly giving people the music. I showed Jarek, and Jarek already knew who they were and shit. So it was just like, oh, okay, cool. I showed Keith the music and shit. He was like, oh, it's cool. Played a couple more tracks for him. He was like, oh shit. And then I was like, yeah, let me just kind of put a lot of people on and shit. And at this point, I done put like 100 people on BTS. And this song is kind of how the channel got started. So full circle moment for me and the channel. But I try not to draw, because sometimes when like new people come, I like to show this video, and some people be like, we've seen you react to this. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just trying to let people know how we got here. But yeah, anything else you want to add? Did anything else kind of like pop out to you?
I just like you said, like they're like this was created for COVID, and like after COVID to bring that happiness out, and I really felt happy just watching and enjoying just this video, like I really did. And you just sit here now and just watch, and it's like it enjoy like the it's like the just seeing it is soothing, like it's like, oh wow, like they, even with this shot, like looking at this shot here, like it's a sunset or something like that, and then like you get this wide out frame of like seeing all that stuff, and then these colors in the background with the smoke, and like it's like you were saying earlier, there's pastel colors, and it's all neutral colors in a way where like they're not too bright. Sometimes they're bright, but that gives off that vibe that they wanted, or that energy, which is really cool. But for the most part, it's like this chill, cool, relaxed, hip hoppy vibe, pop vibe. Just yeah.
Yeah. Also too, with I don't know why when I first seen them, I didn't know, because I don't even think I look at the view count of anything and shit. I think I just was kind of watching the MVs and listening to the music. I just kind of knew that they felt larger than life a little bit. I don't know why, like a lot of members and shit, even on this first video, just kind of like stood out, and it just was like, damn, like he's cool, he looks cool, his voice is amazing, his voice is decent. Oh shit, their dancing is decent. When I seen this angel right here and shit, I was like, damn, who's boy and shit. So, I thought a lot of the aesthetic was decent too. Like when you look in the room JK is in right here, it's a lot of like David Bowie albums and the Terminator posters and a whole bunch of like pop culture shit like all in the room. So like that stuck out. A lot of stuff that they're saying on here are like references to like Michael Jackson stuff. And you'll even see it within the choreo, everyone to kind of do the Michael kick and shit. So like I thought like that was dope. Anytime people give a big up to Mike, it's just like, shout out. Because Michael Jackson was definitely heavily influenced K-pop. We'll get into like more of that later on and shit, but you can see a lot of like Korean producers and everything saw the Mike wave in the 80s and the 90s when they were here. And, look at, what K-pop is. And I'm not turning this into like a Mike video, but hold on, we'll see the Mike kick somewhere and shit. Do we just right here? Like, Mike kick.
Right there.
Yeah, even the like,
yep.
You know what I mean? Even some of the looks and shit feel like, some like Mike looks. But Mike.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And people they'll pay homage, but look at everything Mike was doing. Extravagant music videos, singing, sometimes like sing rap and crazy choreography. What's K-pop? All that.
Yeah.
but a little bit more and shit. Obviously, with rapping and other elements, and people have taken those things and added on to it. Because as much, I'm not gonna run on a tangent, but as much like influence that BTS and whatever and every other like K-pop group has gotten from like different artists, what makes BTS special is that they've been able to carve out their own niche of music and give like their own brand of music. So even if something might feel or sound similar to something, it's still very much unique to BTS. Like you said, when I first heard this, it was like, oh shit, Maroon 5 or Bruno Mars or something. But in the like the whole thing doesn't feel like neither one of them either, if that makes sense. It's almost enough to like make your head turn and like peek in, but then when you peek in, it's just like, okay, it's not that. This is something totally different, if that makes sense. But yeah, and also I love the fucking fits here. All these like they're all like Gucci fits and shit like that, but all like kind of disco-y a little bit. And then even with the pastel, like the jean jacket colors and everything, like the purples, yellows, and oranges, and like they look like sherbet ice cream colors and shit. Like that. I don't know. All that shit is cool. Even that shit is kind of like hip hop too, a little bit. Like I don't know if you see all like the Kango hats and shit all on. Like all that shit is like, look, the Kango like bucket hats and the Kango back hats. Like this the early '80s or some shit. Jim, and I never peeped how happy you were here. Jim with the walkout. Yeah. I'm seeing dunks. I'm even seeing shit I wasn't seeing before originally and shit. And then I love the Teletubby. I keep calling it like the Teletubby lighting and shit, where they like, I feel like the Sun Baby is gonna be out somewhere.
Yeah, right.
She's pregnant today, like now. That's wild. I don't know why that's random, but that's funny. Shout out to her. Mic kick. Yeah, like even all those poses, like the,
Right.
like that's cool. I don't know. I just remember watching this for the first time. I was like, yo, that's cool as shit. I remember playing this video back like 10 times instantly and shit. So good times. I'm not gonna run on a tangent. I'll save some of the tangent for other videos. Anything else you want to add though, bro?
No, this is a great first BTS video that, you know, I can't wait to see more and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Redeemers, for always, jumping on here, watching content with us. I always tell them y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all was in here with us watching content. It's going to be a lot of new faces on here, so we definitely are going to be doing some revisits. A lot of people did like the revisits, some people didn't. What I will do is I'm going to try my best with these revisits to like do them in like a decent way so it doesn't feel straight on, like, we're just kind of straight up doing everything. And I'm pretty sure with you, Jamie, Art, and a couple other people who are going to be here, some of these revisits might be with like a whole new panel. That way you can kind of just hear all of their feedback on some of the songs. And then for other stuff, we'll do old people and new people on the panel and mix it up a little bit. But man, if this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Y'all gonna love it here. Make sure y'all check out all of our older content. Jump on the Patreon. There's gonna be some other stuff up on there. I gotta show you butter, and I wonder if I show you that, is you gonna be like, damn, I heard this too. And then we'll kind of go from there. But Redeemers, I want y'all to do me a favor and tell me in the comments, what would y'all show somebody for like their first, like, if you want to give them like a BTS reaction, what would it be in the comments? That way I kind of can play with that and show new people that. But we love y'all. We're going to holla at y'all. Peace and hair grease. Or whatever other grease.